Good morning, Walker Valley, and welcome back to The Spill. My name is Danica Donez.
And my name is Thomas Robinson. Today we'll be talking about the company Meta, the US election, and Mr. Webb's party bus. All that and more in today's episode of The Spill.
What is up, Walker Valley? I'll be your host for this semester, Lily Cruz Rogers. Oh, this behind me? It's a really cool studio. Welcome to The Spill. Where have you guys been? Follow me. Gosh, there's more to see.
They can't, they won't, they never will. Stop the party, stop the party. I say y'all having a good time out there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get on body, I say that. Don't stop the party. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shout out to my man E-Dog for making this all possible.
The Greek government is set to ban a sale of all spyware in the country amid an ongoing scandal over alleged phone tapping. On Monday, the Prime Minister, Mitsotakis, said, "We will be the first country to tackle this problem and enact legislation that will explicitly ban the sale of such software in our country. So if you ever have your phone hacked or tapped, it's probably not Greece."
On Halloween Day in South Korea, there was a crowd stampede that unfortunately took the lives of 156 people and injured many more. There was an estimate of 100,000 people gathered together for South Korea's biggest Halloween festivities. The president of South Korea hasn't said much about the incident until yesterday when he stated, "I am sorry and apologetic to the bereaved families who are facing tragedy that cannot be expressed in words and to the people who share the pain and sorrow," which he stated in a meeting with his cabinet.
Planets can force their host stars to act younger than their age, according to a new study of multiple systems using NASA's Chandra X-ray Observatory. This may be the best evidence to date to show the planets apparently slowing down the aging process of their host stars. While the anti-aging property of hot Jupiter has already been seen before, this result is the first of its time and is systematically documented, providing the strongest test yet of this exotic phenomenon.
Early Tuesday morning, Mark Zuckerberg has announced that Meta will be laying off 11,000 employees, but will be making additional efforts to become a leaner and more efficient company, like cutting spending and extending the hiring freeze. Zuckerberg did apologize to the 13% of the workforce he was laying off and said that this big company change is affecting everyone.
Dunlap home owner loses substantial amount of tools and equipment in garage fire on Tuesday. The Dunlap Fire Department battled a large fire at the detached garage. They say the fire was not discovered until it was well advanced. The firefighters responded at 11:16 a.m. on Elm Street. Firefighters say the work to protect adjoining storage and building and the residents.
Tropical storm Nicole churned toward the northwestern Bahamas and Florida's Atlantic coastline on Tuesday and was forecast to develop into a hurricane over the next couple of days. Forecasters said a range of warnings and watches remain in place. Residents in at least 3 Florida counties were ordered to evacuate from low-lying areas and mobile homes. Now on to sports with Jake Schock.
What's up, One Valley? My name is Jake Schock. Welcome back to sports, and here's what's on tap for today. Yesterday in soccer, Barcelona beat Osasuna 2-1 and Watford beat Reading 2-0. On national sports, on Monday, the Atlanta Hawks defeated the Milwaukee Bucks 117-98 to hand them their first loss of the season. The Hawks were without their star Trae Young due to knee soreness, but DeJounte Murray filled his shoes, scoring 25 points. The two-time league MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo had the same amount of points while shooting 9 from 20 from the field. Another game that was highlighted Monday was the Warriors and Kings game. The Warriors beat them by 3 on Steph Curry's game-winning 3. Curry ended up scoring 47 points in 38 minutes, leading the Warriors to their 4th win of the year. On to Walker Valley Sports, this Friday is our second playoff game against 9-2 Powell. Get out and show our football team some support. In other news, next Tuesday our basketball team starts their season with an away game against Sweetwater. Mustang Nation, let's ride.
Our Bradley County elections results are in, and there are some big ones here, so listen up, Mustangs. Firstly, all of the constitutional amendments passed by significant margins, so those will end up being added to our state's constitution soon. In District 3's House of Representatives, Republican candidate Chuck Fleischman beat Democratic candidate Meg Gorman with an 81% majority. In In District 1 Senate race, Republican J. Adam Lowe, father of our very own wide receiver Blaine Lowe, beat Democratic candidate Patricia Waters with a 82% majority. Lastly, in Districts 22 and 24's House elections, former Walker Valley teacher Kevin Raper and Dan Howell won unopposed. In our national Senate, the Republicans hold the lead with 47 senator victories, with the Dems holding 46. In the House of Representatives, the GOP hold 199 rep seats, with the Democrats coming in at a total of 172. These two elections mean that the Republicans hold both the Senate and the House, which could effectively cripple the remainder of President Biden's term. Lastly, in the overall governor elections, the Elephant Party hold 24 of the states, with the Donkey Party holding 21.
In addition, Tennessee Governor Bill Lee has won his re-election, keeping control of statewide office by a thundering 65% majority. He received a total of 1,044,484 votes. He won this race, defeating Democratic candidate Dr. Jason Martin on Tuesday to hold another 4-year term in office. He did so while never actually debating or interacting with Martin publicly, preferring to capitalize on a huge campaign cash advantage in a deep Republican state. Lee released TV ads before the election in which he recognized the work of his administration and traveled across the state with fellow Republican leaders touting his accomplishments while in office. This evidently worked because he was able to confidently secure his victory for the second time in a row. Now on to weather with Noah Birdwell.
Today is November 9th, and today it will be sunny with a 1% chance of precipitation with a high of 73 and a low of 43. On Thursday, it will be partly cloudy with a 15% chance of precipitation with a high of 72 and a low of 58. And on Friday, it will be raining with a 100% chance of precipitation with a high of 66 and a low of 43. Today in Antarctica, it will be snowing with a 90% chance of precipitation with a high of negative 26 and a low of negative 31. On Thursday, it will be snowing again with an 85% chance of precipitation with a high of negative 18 and a low of negative 25. And on Friday, it will be snowing once again with a 90% chance of precipitation with a high of negative 22 and a low of negative 35. Now back to our anchors in the studio.
Looking to party before the game? For just $15, you can ride a party bus that takes students to the game on Friday in Knoxville, but not before stopping to eat first. The party bus takes off at 5:30 to arrive at 7 p.m. for the game and returns later following the game. For more information, ask Mr. Webb in his classroom.
Alright Mustangs, this Friday, November 11th, progress reports will go out. Your teachers will be handing these out for each block. This sadly means the first semester is getting closer to an end. Good luck and good work, Mustangs. Now on to pop culture with Connor Cross.
Welcome back to Pop Culture Walker Valley. Starting off with some unfortunate news, rappers Drake and 21 Savage are being sued by Condé Nast, the publisher of Vogue, for using a phony Vogue cover to promote their new album. Her loss. Nast claims that the rapper's widespread promotional campaign for their most recent album is based wholly on the exploitation of Vogue's trademark in a 30-page lawsuit filed on Monday. Additionally, the lawsuit also claims that the two rappers distributed copies of fake versions of Vogue in North America's main urban areas. Now from the season of copyright to the cold season, we all know that the winter season is a big time for movies to come out, and so in spirit, here's what's coming soon to a theater near you. Starting off, we will be seeing a new Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie on December 2nd, as well as a Santa horror slasher called Violent Night. A bigger release, on December 16th, we'll see the new Avatar movie, The Way of Water, and on December 21st, we will see Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. That's all on the red carpet today, Walker Valley. Now back to our anchors in the studio.
That's all for today's episode of The Spill. My name is Dana Cadonas.
And my name is Thomas Robinson. Have a whopping Wednesday, Walker Valley.